Permit me, he says. He goes around the table, and I need an acting role from Chris. Lower is better when he introduces Slandy as Blaze's daughter. Or granddaughter, I forget which. It's one of the two.
Hold on.
Smooth Delanouche. Oh, no. Let's see. And he introduces Lars Clausen. Lars is Luella's grandson.
Who?
Luella. She was my sister, says Random. She was lost during the Patternfall War. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Yeah, father. Good.
So, I'm sorry, just say again, because this Sloggy's whose granddaughter?
Sorry, she is the daughter of Blaze.
Oh, right. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even. Can you type in the name of the grandmother?
Oh, you mean Luella?
Yeah, I don't even.
No problem. It's here, Lars. No, here it is.
Oh, screw you.
Sorry, that's not. I don't know about it. Random says, much has been going on lately. Where is Julian, by the way? Shouldn't he be here for the family dinner? When sorry, juggling so much shit. When Flora said that, she glanced at you guys just a bit. And Random says, I'm concerned. He has left Arden Forest and gone somewhere. She almost drops her glass. She says, he hasn't left Arden Forest in hundreds of years. Where did he go? I don't know, says Random. When will he be back? When he feels like it. Well, and then Blaze says perhaps he got sick of the old politics thing. It is very trying after a while.
So, Logan, when she dropped her glass, I want to do empathy.
Almost.
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 Is that an act?
Add half, please.
Damn it.
Hard to say. Everything is either half or quarter with these motherfuckers. They're literally centuries old and have been practicing the whole time against much better people than the likes of you, Paleface.
Shut up. I knew you were going to say Paleface. Knew it. I bet he says Paleface after that. So racist.
Cracker. So, Chris is drinking some coffee. It's decrackinated.
That's awful. I would never do such a thing.
You still adding crack to your coffee then?
Nice. Crack-a-lack it.
It's crackalicious. No problem. Blaze is playing with a knife and trying not to look at Fulton. One of the various table knives. He appears to be deep in thought. You notice that his daughter Slandy is just staring down at her lap. She may be looking at something in her lap or just staring down at it. You can't tell from your angle. Unless somebody wants to get up from the table, charge around the table. It's a big table.
Dropped a fork. That's a shame.
I want to press digitation, or you just kind of do. Whoop. Oh, pardon me.
Probably will.
Just tosses it.
It's that, and I maybe get to look up her dress. That's the thing that Alex would do anyway. So
Fair enough.
Yes. Oh, silly me.
No problem. As you look under, you see her doing something with her hands, like putting something back, and then you're like looking over there, and you're feeling around with your hand, and then you feel another hand under your hand.
I start stroking
it. The guy who is trying to get your fork, one of the servants, turns red and looks really fucking.
On the table, I
go. The guy attempts to bolt up, hitting his head on the bottom of the table. All the fucking fine china jumps a bit. He's now like he's actually he may have stunned himself. Let me check real quick here. He's laying under the table on his side, and Kinley climbs back up, giggling.
Oh, your manservant gave me the fright of life. Oh, wow.
Everybody's staring at him. You could probably pull out a gun now, and nobody would notice as they're all staring at Kinley like, what the fuck is going on? Two of the other servants then take the unconscious servant away, and everybody's like, they look back at Kinley like,
I just go on eating.
Would you like a drop cloth? Says Fiona. Or sorry, Flora. Fiona's not here.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
It may help our tablecloth a bit.
Yeah, no, it's okay, thanks.
She says. Gerard's like, so he tears his eyes away from Kinley. Mel, haven't seen her around in a while. Think she'll come back. Flora's like, if she does, I hope she wears a better dress this time. And then Slandy goes toward her.
Sorry.
Flora glances at Fulton. Everybody now spends the next 5 minutes of camera time looking at each other as though it's significant.
Anyone who looks at me, I'm winking at them.
After a while, they learn better. Oh, what a lovely dinner this has been, says Random, watching just the weird shit going on. And he says, you three, why don't you join me in my library for cigars and cognac? And Flora looks like she's ready to say something, and he goes, oh, by the way, Flora, could you do me a favor? And there was something that the servants needed checked out, dealing with the color scheme of the upcoming ball. And she goes, yes, of course. Everybody goes off to their different things. Cut to, you join him in the library. It shows three servants are. One's got one of Alex Kinley's hands. The other one's got their one. He doesn't make another appearance, but one of them scrubbing Alex's face. Two are working on one each of his hands to clean him up after the latest massacre. So
I think I didn't fumble. I wasn't like diving into the food.
Right, not at all. But they're helping.
That's fine.
Yes. So right, and Random pours just a little bit into this huge fucking glass that you've got there. He pours just a little alcohol into this huge glass that he gives you.
I politely request some tea.
I know this stuff.
Take what he gives.
This is gonna make the dwarf stuff look like piss, isn't it?
Well, he pours some in. Oh, brandy. He begins to swirl his in his giant glass.
I swirl it. I check out the legs.
Shows these little legs floating around in there. Yeah, my legs came off. Oh, I'm trying to get alcohol. Okay, and he says, so I didn't want to speak around the others ever, but interesting place you have. Have you found my sister?
I look at Freddie.
Because you'd mentioned that she was back, but she hasn't been, that you got her, or you rescued her and stuff last time we were all at dinner. But then she hasn't been here.
Well, no, we're still in the process of trying to locate her.
He gives you a very long, considered look.
I'm gonna play the. I don't know when to play this, and I'd rather not lose it. I want to play the slip up card.
God damn it! He says, "Hold on, let me find something worth it." He says, I am concerned that when you guys had mentioned that she was actually still alive at the last dinner, that Julian left shortly after that, because he's always been in love with her, even though Oberon had put a restriction against brothers and sisters. And he stops and he glares at you. You're very easy to talk to, he says. Glare, glare, glare. I love that reaction. He just clicks his teeth and looks around like, well, that's me done.
I'm not one to judge. Just,
Uh-huh. He says, so, let's get off of family business. He wonders what the fuck he said that for. He just sits there and looks unhappy for a while.
So,
oh, sorry, I was thinking of something else.
They like Fiona was captured. They rescued her, and then she left.
The people who were at the last dinner mentioned that. Yes.
Yeah, we told.
And then since then, I haven't been able to contact her in any way, shape, or form.
I see.
So this is, just to clarify, because I'm missing bits here, because the listening to people talk and you behind me is not always easy. Is this random you said we've run into, Drew?
Yes, you're sitting around with the random King of Amber. He's an easy to get along with guy.
The thing, I look at both Freddie and Doc, when we first came here, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Should we ask about that?
Random makes a get on with it motion. And then he stares at Fulton.
Yeah, I'm checking because I'm still on kind of catch up here, so I do not want to do the. I'll stick my foot in it.
You may as well stick your foot in it.
I'm thinking that might be something they.
Random settles his gaze upon Kinley and
So-
raises one eyebrow.
Do you know who Zog is?
Zog, the
Yes.
Chaos Lord?
Yes.
Yes. He's a rather minor person there. I'm not sure who he works for, though. He's
So
a lackey
Zog-
of somebody.
So Zog was the one that had Fiona captured.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Captured is
A
a
shadow
word.
of Zog.
Well,
He looks incredulous, as though you just said, I was out in the woods and a deer pulled out a shotgun and said, give me your picnic basket, bitch, and then ran off with it.
Well,
That kinda
we've
look.
seen shadows of. I've seen shadows of myself now.
Yeah, I don't think a shadow of anything can take her out.
we've dealt. Well, we have come across Zog's shadow where we come from.
You've come across the shadow that you've come from?
No, Zog's shadow where we come from.
Oh, yes. Well, the real deal may have been close by. Was it outside that big thing of fire?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, well.
Well, on the inside of that is a pocket dimension with many different pockets.
I see.
You know what? I'm gonna dump here because we need more information that
Yay,
So-
jumping.
Max Bailey was
Oh,
captured
Max.
there. Yeah, Max was captured there in one of
Oh,
the
yes.
pockets.
I know Max. He was here for a while. Here, disappeared, came back, was getting ready to walk pattern, had a daughter with him, then they disappeared. Yes, I know him.
So we helped.
Yes, Ollie, I think her name was.
Yeah, we helped Ollie find her father, who was captured in the pocket dimension, released him from a prison, and he got out. We also found traces of where Corwin might have been imprisoned in one of the pockets, used a Trump sketch on a wall to get out to a different part of
Wait a
the
minute.
shadow.
Corwin was imprisoned in your pocket shadow?
Yeah.
So some Amberites can go within your pocket shadow.
Well, now, because we're finding shadows of ourselves, we don't know if they're actually them or shadows of them.
Are you sure they're shadows of you or pattern ghosts of you?
What's a pattern ghost?
Well,
There you go.
anytime somebody walks pattern, then there's a ghost made. I learned about this from Corwin and Merlin. And pattern can use it for its own purposes. They don't last all that long.
Once they're destroyed.
They go away as best I know. I don't know if the pattern can make more of them or not. But it keeps you, it keeps you in that time that you last walked pattern.
Do you know why someone would break pattern like that on purpose, if they could on purpose? Would it be a form of defense?
Broken pattern as a defense? It doesn't make sense to me.
Why would you do it then, unless it was a natural cause?
I Usually, broken pattern is a result of patterns being too far away from the original here in Amber. It's ripples in the string get changed more and more, or in the lake after you throw in a stone.
So that could be a natural phenomenon rather than someone actually doing it on purpose.
How much of them are within your pocket dimension?
How many what?
Broken pattern.
Well, no, there's a whole wall of it.
Wait, are you saying that the broken pattern is limited to within the wall?
You didn't know that?
No.
Well, we're doing a dump, I guess.
I see. That's possibly why Fiona was out there interested in studying it. That concerns me. He sets down his cigar and Brandy leans back, steeples his fingers deep in thought. He says, I dislike powers that I don't know about. They make me nervous.
Here's
Imagine how we feel.
Here's another question I'm going to pop on you. I think this is safe to ask anyway, but do you also know of a gentleman called Sol?
Sol? No. Ember or Chaos?
He claimed to work for Fiona.
All of us have been around so long, we could literally have thousands of different people from all over the shadows.
He was at the wall when we came through. He was claiming to be looking for Fiona, but he was using well-dated intel on Fiona's whereabouts. So I'm suspicious that he might have been lying about wanting to help her rather than looking to track her down for other reasons.
Hard to say.
Actually, here, he looks like this. You've seen this guy.
He takes a look at the fucking car and he goes, do you have anything printed on a t-shirt maybe?
Yeah.
He looks at it and he goes, I don't know. He then waves his hand over the card after studying a bit and then hands it back. He says, no, I don't. Do you have my card? All of you?
No.
Right. He reaches in, pulls out a very thick deck, rifles through it a bit, gives you all a card. You now all have the random's card. Or in some cases, perhaps an extra copy of random's card if you remain quiet and just smiled.
So the pattern makes a ghost of you.
This is what I've heard. I've never actually seen it. In fact, you might want to talk to Merle Corey about this. Merlin, as he's also known. He's the king of the courts of chaos currently.
Oh.
Although he's very, very young, and I'm not sure. I think he may be too young to want to lead. I don't know. I think he got stuck on the throne. Well, with all the assassinations and such, but their political assassination is considered death by natural causes.
Yes, of course.
So would a pattern ghost try to be destructive? I would think that they would be working for balance rather than chaos, though, wouldn't they?
By balance, do you mean pattern? Pattern is not balance.
That's
the others. Right.
Right. I mean, but the way I see it is they are there to do the work of pattern. So if for any reason pattern feels threatened or it feels something has been changed that needs to be changed back, it uses these ghosts to try and do its work.
That's a very succinct summary. Well done.
So
it gives you cards.
Anything we can see those. So what those were after?
If they do exist, I've never seen any of them, but I've heard about them from a couple of different sources.
They exist.
Well, we're presuming that what we saw were
Yes.
I know for a fact that they are.
Oh,
How do you know that? He asks.
We saw them disappear in front of us
Yes.
in patterns of, well, pattern. Like they
I
dematerialized.
You don't think there's anything else in the multiverse that could make that pattern of a pattern when they disappear?
Well, not that I know of, no.
There are many things that I do not know of, and I have been around a bit, he says.
A bit of a coincidence, though, don't you think?
There are two things I have to say that. First, many people like to show people what they want them to see. And second, the universe seems to run on coincidence and irony.
I understand that.
Do you? He leans back in his chair.
Well, okay, since we're sharing it a lot,
He smiles gently at you and he goes, "You're young, aren't you?" He looks at Fulton.
kind of.
Enjoy it. You're only young once, he says.
Why would Patton want a red gem?
He gives you a very long look.
I mean,
I put a hand on your shoulder, and I just give you a look.
I look back. What?
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 I thought we were sharing.
Anyway,
Well,
so
I thought we were sharing. That might be a good title.
Sharing is caring.
I thought we were sharing.
So here's another thought. What happens if every time we go through that broken pattern, it creates a pattern ghost of us too? That's something I just thought of.
well, there'd be a lot of times of you then, wouldn't there?
If you're going through broken pattern, are you walking broken pattern?
No,
no.
That wall is just we go through and it like clings to us for a little bit and then it dissipates.
There is no resistance for us to pass between the two.
Who created that shadow?
That's the big question.
We'll see, and because that we don't know, and it's also like multiple pocket dimensions inside the shadow.
It seems to be having a lot of attention from people here.
Well, yes. Any power that is new or that is powerful or that we don't understand, of course, we pay attention to it because such things can often come back and bite us on the ass later if we don't get rid of power.
Don't worry, we get the same thing where we're from.
He says,
We leave something for too long, it comes back and bites us in the ass. Yes. We get this.
yes. I guess a good question I would have, it sounds like you are interested in helping out Amber a bit. And my question is, and I like that you're asking these sorts of questions. He looks at Freddy, empathy rolls at half. He smiles gently. Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. Another whisper to Chris. Another whisper to Chris.
He's fine. Nothing wrong here.
Yeah. He looks at Freddy and he looks back to you and he says, so is there anything that I or Amber can do to aid you in your studies? Because I would like you to tell me, and I will charge you to do so in Amber's name, what the hell is going on with that? Is it dangerous to amber? Is it a threat? Is it something new? Is it something old that we just haven't found before? Things like that. I need to know, is it going to come back and be a threat to amber in the future?
That's the $1 million question, and we would have to do a lot more digging.
Excellent.
Before we can come to any kind of possible answer for you.
How can I help?
Well, I suppose having more knowledge of how things work here, and as far as
he gives you a smile.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the knowledge side as such. I'm talking about if we have easier, if it's easier for us to move around this place, if it's easier for us to get around and find out like the information we need. A lot of times at the moment, our obstacles are traveling through areas, whether it's our area or the area here. So,
you mean getting to Amber?
That and getting around the city. Or getting around the...
Well, see, here's the problem. When we're in our pocket shadow, the only way to get to Amber is we need to go through that firewall.
Fine.
So,
oh my god, so I really just realized it's literally a firewall.
Yeah. Yes.
It literally stops you passing.
Yes.
Oh my god. The whole time I've just been going, yeah, it's a wall of fire. No.
So we go through the firewall, and then we can travel through shadow with no problem. We can travel through shadow in our pocket dimension, but we can't come straight to Amber. It's always only through that area, which is hard for us to do. That's just difficult.
Until you can find out the nature of that, or somebody much better at that sort of thing, like Fiona was apparently working on. I have no answers to that. Something I can do that may help you out. I'm guessing you know how to make traps, at least one of you.
We all can, but we're not very good at it. We're working at it.
Excuse me a moment. He gets up and leaves the room.
I go and help myself to drinks.
It just shows him leap on top of the drink.
I can just imagine him literally leaving for literally a sec. He walks out. Yes, he goes back in the room. Alex has got a brandy. It's full, completely full. You sit there. Yeah.
And he looks at the drink cabinet. All the bottles are empty. And he's like,
I attempt my new skill, alcohol law. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yes.
Oh, god damn.
Advantages.
Excellent. Yes, he begins telling you guys about where the alcohol is, made and stuff like that. It's just sick because he doesn't know any of these places, and so he has to tell you very general things like this was made in kind of a hilly area, and it was a bit dry,
nutty, fruity, marzipan type. Yeah, it's lovely. It's alcohol.
as he's going, that's lovely. It's alcohol. Random walks in and goes, I'm glad you might want to slow down. Give me alcohol tolerance as you're doing you've got a huge fucking fishbowl of this stuff, and you're just get done, licking out the bottom, and Random's like,
he likes to drink.
It's delicious.
He looks at you.
It's my nectar.
All right. I've instructed. He goes over and he sits down and he looks at the empty drink cabinet slowly, looks back at Kinley. I'll have it restocked, no problem. He says, I've met people like this before, but not quite so thirsty. I've told one of these servants to go into town. There you will be given a small house for your use. It belongs to the crown, but you guys are free to use it whenever you want. I'm having a bunch of paints and such delivered there, as well as you'll get. Well, I'll have to increase the drinks limit at the tavern. He says, looking at Kinley, but they'll give you alcohol and food. You'll just have it billed within reason to the castle. He keeps looking at Alex like this is going to cost me, isn't it?
Don't worry. There's normally some kind of karma effect that means that I normally end up giving back more than I drink in my fair share.
You're not even drunk. You've drank literally everything here. You're not even slurring a word.
Don't worry. You'll get good back from me. Trust me.
You want more, don't you?
I'm worth it.
He just shakes his head and he says, so how's that? Will that be of assistance to you? Give you a place to trump into if you
seems very good, because then we can literally jump to there, go across the wall, jump to here.
Excellent. In return, I want updates.
If I could, please, one last thing. What can you tell us about this sword? Because not only this is what was used to kill the shadow of Zog.
No.
He looks at the other two as they're like,
Well, so why don't you tell what it did?
It was intended to, but it was not required in the end. But
it didn't do anything.
We still don't.
Okay. But at the same time, we've felt like he was holding it and Logris tentacles did try to take it from him.
Could I see the sword, please?
I hand it to him.
Yeah. He looks at it for a while and he says, interesting. Very interesting. He makes some fucking lore check thing and fuck.
Of course.
Give
me the alcohol. Joining my best buddy Alex on drinking night.
Yay. Well,
if I'm not mistaken, we believe this is a shadow of a patterned sword. But
honestly, this looks a lot like it's obviously a shadow of it, but it looks a lot like Deirdre's sword. She died during the Patternfall War. I believe.
Do you mind if we ask what relation Deirdre was to?
Sister. As it gets deeper and deeper.
Sorry. Okay, so that's.
And is there anything special about the original sword?
Oh yes, many special things. But the fact that you have it, especially since I believe she fell into the pit near Chaos and was lost to us, taken by my brother. But those memories are too painful to contemplate. That sword should not be casting shadows. Perhaps it's a very old shadow, or perhaps, and then he breaks off and gazes out into distance. Yes.
I look out into the distance.
Wow. I will have to contemplate on that, he says carefully. Empathy rolls. Add half, of course. Don't even think you'll come rolling here. God damn. Anybody else rolling like a madman?
Apparently all of us.
No.
Or I said Alex.
No, I saw Freddy, so I thought that was me. No, I did not get it.
Right. No problem. Alex is interested. He's staring off in the middle distance, which makes a great tableau with random. You other two are thinking he knows more than he is saying. because welcome to Amber. Bitches.
I put my hand on Freddy's shoulder because in case he was going to say anything. Not yet.
Do you think he knows anything about spices?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh, by the way, you did bring up spices your last 2 trips here, I believe. He says, you are some sort of spice merchant?
Oh my God.
It's been a long-running mission
Excellent.
of mine.
We could definitely use some interesting
Oh, wait,
spices
well,
here.
I'm just a small startup. I don't really...
It would just be for the castle and the royal family, he says. Don't worry, we would pay. So please have a sample brought here and whatnot. We'd like to see what you could do. I've got a connection with one of the cooks and such.
You know what? You're getting no sympathy from me, Alex. I'm sorry. You dig your own holes. You really do.
Look at Chris's expression. That should tell you all you need to know there, Freddie.
I would like a backhoe, please. Excellent.
I love it. It's like when it's like spices, spices, spices. Someone goes, "Oh, you like spices?" And he goes, "No, no, no." I told it to someone else I'm intended to.
He summons a servant who shows up, and he says, "Please take this man," points to Freddie, "down to talk to the head cook. He is the spice merchant that I was mentioning."
I have
Very
a
good,
phobia
sir.
of kitchens. Can we...
Go take care of it, says the king to you.
Brilliant.
I politely get up and...
Oh, no, you too, please stay for one more drink.
Oh.
He looks at Freddie pointedly, like, why are you still here kind of look.
The
The servant's like, this way, sir.
Your Highness, is like bow or something. No,
Give me a...
I bow or something.
He goes, and wanders off. No problem. After he's gone, he says, the new guy, huh?
Yeah.
We have the new guy, the old guy, and the drinking guy. He looks at Kinley.
Yeah.
You've seen too much, haven't you? He says to Kinley.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me before
Well,
I get on to
I
other...
the only other thing, as my colleague here pointed out, there seems to be a good amount of interest in the sword that we currently carry. And we are concerned that if attentions are turned away from the sword for too long, that again someone could indeed take the sword from us.
He looks at your warhammer and he goes,
No, not that one. No.
He
That's
says,
fine. Precious.
you do carry a lot of weapons. He says,
Yes, well, it's in my nature. So
you might not want to bring them to dinner in the future, right?
just one?
Actually, you were the only person who brought weapons to the table, I think.
Yeah, weapons. So next time, just a weapon.
Well, maybe a dirk or something.
The hammer could double up as a nutcracker.
At that point, there's a knock. The door opens and Viali comes in. She says, "Random." And he says, "Gentlemen, if you'll excuse me, the affairs of state must take precedence over the affairs of state."
I stand up.
I stand up too. It's been a pleasure.
He shakes.
Bow. And I take this for the road.
Just pushing off the alcohol cart.
For the road.
Random doesn't say a fucking word.
As I walk out, I just go, "Charlie," I nod at her, and then walk off with the alcohol cart.
She stands out of the way and she goes, "Is that alcohol cart?" And right, you guys leave. Meanwhile, down in the kitchens, the head chef he's a French guy. He says, "So you are the spice merchant. What sorts of spices do you have? We need many spices here.
Oh
Because,
no,
and we
I
need them
just-
fresh as well." And the
I
King
just-
Random said, if there was anybody to talk about the spices, it was you.
Oh well, we're a bit short on supply right now, but I'll
You do not understand. This is by royal appointment. If the king says it, especially the king of Amber, he is the king of our creation. You must not tell him you are short of this or that. No, you must come through in a magnifica way, huh? Very good. Now, when will I expect you to bring us the samples?
Maybe when's
You
the
are
latest that
making
you need?
weird
When's the
noises
latest that you need them by?
tomorrow or the next day. Why is this? Why?
How long do you? When do you need them by?
Eat them very soon because soon we're having the big party. The big party, we must have the finest, the freshest, the fresh of things coming. It is the big ball, and for this we will need many things. I prepared an extensive list. He gives you an extensive list of spices, the amounts of spices. Many of them are marked must be fresh, or I cut off your balls, etc. The ball, the masquerade ball, will be the thinnest ball ever, or I will kill you.
That
Maybe everybody else, huh? It would be very nice.
It'll be yeah.
So you have 3 weeks of Ember time. Be sure that you do not go to some fast-ass shadow where the time is speeded up, eh? All right. Yeah. Pat you on the shoulder. He says, 3 weeks. Or else I tell the king that the whole party is ruined because of you.
No, we wouldn't want that. Oh, no.
You said no worries, eh? That's what I heard. Good. All right. Now, you go away like a little bird and get me my spice, and don't be waiting till the last minute before bringing it to me, huh?
No, I would never do that. Why would I do that?
No, exactly. Then you are only playing with the fate of your testicles. I make a very nice boiled penis testicle soup.
Yeah, he does it.
I should try that sometime. Yeah.
All right, go out to my kitchen now. I need to play with knives.
I put the list.
It's a fucking pretty extensive goddamn list.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I walk back solemnly to
You're a real spice merchant that you'd have almost all this shit. Only a few hard ones to get. Being that you're not a real spice merchant, there's some that are hard to get and some that are showing you will soon be separated with your testicles. First it was your dick, now it's your testicles. Why is everybody after all this stuff? What are they going to do with it? Is he working for the elves? So he rejoins you. Your spice merchant does not look like a happy boy. He has a long list with him.
Hi, how's it going?
Darkfold's a little bit of a bitch, you think?
I hate all of you. Why do we have to come to this place?
We're dicks, but we're your dick. So, as we weren't given rooms, I guess we should head to our house in the city.
Yeah. Oh. Right.
A servant is waiting to take you there.
Please lead on.
They take you over to like one of those 4-horse coach things. They got blankets in the back. And they've got some luggage and stuff that you don't remember packing, but apparently they packed for you. And then some asshole has strapped an entire alcohol drinks cart to the back of the wagon. Occasional bottles falling off and smashing as you guys go. But yeah, you guys get taken to a little house. It's like a little 3-bedroom type house. It's kind of like a little bit close to the docks and stuff. A little bit of the smell of fish. It's not the fucking shiniest house in the place or whatever. But yeah, it's comfortable.
We will now get painting the fuck out of it. We spend the next month and a half.
No. We have stuff to do.
Oh no, sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. We have fucking spices to do now.
I should get a
thought, hey, we could go and do stuff in Amber. We could go and do other stuff. No,
somebody else brought up spices. It was totally not my fault.
Spice stuff. With how much you get screwed over on this spice stuff, I really thought you would give up by now. I thought you'd be like, I'm done with it. Logan is fucking me over so much. Actually, no, I appreciate your holding on to your dream.
I'm committed, alright?
You are very committed. That is to say the least. Right.
Give you something to do. Yeah.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling.
So, it's about 21 days till the ball. Let me just make a note of that here.
Has anyone got a shit card?
Yeah, I have plenty.
Right.
Well, actually, yeah, I do. Yeah.
We'll just throw away a shit card.
Yeah.
And
maybe you can play that alertness and just suddenly realize a whole load of spices you never realized you had.
You think that the spices, if packaged properly and stuff, would take about 4 crates. The look on Chris's face as he realizes that your spice time is going to fuck with his amber time. Priceless. If he could be sharpening his teeth for cannibalism shit, he probably would be.
Right, let's just put 3 minds together and fucking deal with these spices now, quickly. Get it done. Get it out of the way. How the fuck?
Well, I do have some ideas on how we can apply them. Some of the cities outside of Gotham, where we originally acquired the spices, should have enough for us to purchase and or steal and bring back. The problem is obviously paying for them. I have a bit of money on me. Not sure if it's enough. And secondly, transportation. Again, I have an idea how we can bring them back to any other place. Kennyville, Burlington doesn't have any. So my idea was to acquire a bunch of bat bucks, either by selling some stuff we don't need, go to Gotham, leave Gotham, go to another neighboring city, such as the one where we found the spice factory originally, place a large order of spices, since it is a factory after all. Have them delivered to Gotham, and then we can all just manually unpack them, double cleanse, drop them off somewhere, and that should be enough. Hopefully for the bowl, as well as for the people in Kinleyville to grow them on a permanent basis. The other idea, if Gotham / outside of Gotham isn't the solution, is to go to the Shermer, Illinois zone, travel to India, buy a bunch of spices from there.
As you set off on your wild Indian journey, Chris, it shows you guys shitting curry on a fucking train to Calcutta. And this is where Chris's migraine begins to set in.
What? So as you don't really know about spices, and you don't know how to bargain well, and you don't know...
I mean, you don't need to bargain, you just need to buy them.
Uh-huh. So I'm talking about how the universe works, okay? Not what you can't...
Yes.
Like, even if you come up with a good idea,
Yes.
the universe is going to make you bargain for it, and you don't know how to do it very well. And guess what's going to happen? Not going to be good. So the first thing we have to do anyway is we have to paint a Trump of here.
Yes.
So let's get part 1 out of the way first.
We need a quick way back here.
Right.
Second off, I would personally say, get ready to lose your balls. And let's hope they grow back.
I would also say, though, is that this is a port city. Like, there is a market here, right?
Yeah, sure.
So go down to the port in your off time and look for what you need and work on that thari. So,
Good time to work on those.
So, yeah, this will be fun for you.
I will. Do you have any cards? Because I have a card that you're going to need if that's what you're going to have to do. Just trade me anything.
Okay. I'll give you.
I'm not unfortunately going off on a massive tangent to try and get this done.
You're totally going off.
Stuff
That will help
to do.
tremendously, I'm sure.
So let's think of a clever way of getting it done. This part of it done here quickly, so we can get all the other stuff rather than tracking all of the different zones again.
Massive tangent.
Right.
I didn't bring up spices this trip. I
Shut
just
up.
wanted to point
Shut
that out.
up. Shut up, okay? I didn't bring it up. Shut up. Right. So yeah, Chris, right, let's just try and get at least one trunk of this place done, because that's gonna save so much on travel time for us going to the wall, coming back from the wall, sorry.
I feel like such an evil dick.
Yeah, shut up. Right. So we set up for the long haul painting session. And hope it doesn't take longer than maybe
His balls have to live. All right, so 21 days till the big ball. Go ahead and everybody give me painting rolls as you paint and stuff. Painting away. Freddy's balls fell off and ran away as we painted away. Ooh, Freddy suddenly learns to paint.
Wait, done.
Freddy,
We're done. We're done.
All right, well,
Hold on.
Was it 2 days?
that was only 2 days, and Freddy churned out a fucking trump card.
Let's get everyone, because we can get
Yeah, everyone made one. Yeah, everybody.
Oh yeah. Well, let me know if you're doing more than just that one.
No,
Well,
no,
let's
just
get it-
2 days.
Well, okay. We have the one. You need your fucking spices, so we need to get that shit done because it's going to look bad on me and Alex at this point now.
Yeah.
So we have to go now to the firewall and then make one of the firewalls so we can pass in and out quickly.
Yes. Well, no,